WannaCry RansomeWare Cyber Attact spread like plague. What you need to know about the WannaCry ransomware. WannaCry ransomware spreads aggressively across networks, holds files to ransom. What has happened? On May 12, 2017, a new variant of the ransom.cryptic66 family detected as ransom.WannaCry of ransomware began spreading widely, impacting a large number of organizations, particularly in Europe. What is the WannaCry ransomware? WannaCry encrypts data files and asks users to pay $300 ransom in Bitcoins. The ransom note indicates that the payment amount will be doubled after 3 days. If payment is not made after 7 days, the encrypted files will be deleted. It also drops a file named please readme.txt, which contains the ransom note. WannaCry encrypts files with the following extensions: appending .wcry to the end of the file name. It propagates to other computers by exploiting a known SMB, remote code execution vulnerability, in Microsoft Windows computers. Am I protected against this threat? The Blue Coast Global Intelligence Network (GIN) provides automatic detection to all enabled products for web-based infection attempts. Symantec and Norton customers are protected against WannaCry using a combination of technologies. Customers should run live update and verify that they have the following definition versions or later installed in order to ensure they have the most up-to-date protection. Network-based protection. Symantec also has the following IPS protection in place to block attempts to exploit the MIS 17010 vulnerability. Organizations should also ensure that they have the latest Windows security updates installed, in particular MIS 17010, to prevent spreading. Who is impacted? A number of organizations globally have been affected, the majority of which are in Europe. Is this a targeted attack? No, this is not believed to be a targeted attack at this time. Ransomware campaigns are typically indiscriminate. Why is it causing so many problems for organizations? WannaCry has the ability to spread itself within corporate networks without user interaction by exploiting a known vulnerability in Microsoft Windows. Computers which do not have the latest Windows security updates applied are at risk of infection. Can I recover the encrypted files? Decryption is not available at this time, but Symantec is investigating. Symantec does not recommend paying the ransom. Encrypted files should be restored from backups where possible. What are best practices for protecting against ransomware? New ransomware variants appear on a regular basis. Always keep your security software up to date to protect yourself against them. Keep your operating system and other software updated. Software update will frequently include patches for newly discovered security vulnerabilities that could be exploited by ransomware attackers. Email is one of the main infection methods. Be wary of unexpected emails, especially if they contain links and slash or attachments. Be extremely wary of any Microsoft Office email attachment that advises you to enable macros to view its content. Unless you are absolutely sure that this is a genuine email from a trusted source, do not enable macros, and instead immediately delete the email. Backing up important data is the single most effective way of combating ransomware infection. Attackers have leverage over their victims by encrypting valuable files and leaving them inaccessible. If the victim has backup copies, they can restore their files once the infection has been cleaned up. However, organizations should ensure that backups are appropriately protected or stored offline, so that attackers can't delete them. Using cloud services could help mitigate ransomware infection, since many retain previous versions of files, allowing you to roll back to the unencrypted form.
Here's what you need to know about the ransomware that's been dubbed WannaCry. Security experts say this is one of the worst and most widespread pieces of malware they've ever seen, especially because it's even caused some hospitals in the UK to have to cancel outpatient appointments. So what exactly happens to infected computers and how big is this? The ransomware actually locks up all the files in your computer and demands $300 in Bitcoin in order to regain control. People are seeing this message all around the world, and researchers say they've seen tens of thousands of infections in about 100 countries. Researchers say this is spreading through a Windows weakness known as Eternal Blue, which Microsoft released a patch for last month. This ransomware is actually just going through the internet looking through vulnerable computers, according to cybersecurity firm Malwarebytes. That means you don't even have to click a phishing email to get infected. How can you protect yourself? Well, you know those seemingly annoying security updates for Microsoft Windows? If you've installed the latest one, you're safe. If you haven't, do it right away. For now, that's about it. Who's responsible? Researchers aren't pointing their fingers yet, but the most amount of attacks so far have been in Taiwan, Ukraine, and Russia, according to Avast. Former FR have been in Taiwan, Ukraine, and Russia, according to Avast. Former NSA contractor Edward Snowden tweeted, "If the NSA had privately disclosed the flaw used to attack these hospitals when they found it, not when they lost it, this may not have happened." And that's being echoed by experts we're talking to. The scare